Your music live. Your music, your music, your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Ding, ding, ding. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, party people, and welcome into Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. We've got a bunch of really, really cool songs to play for you here on this week's show. More than 2 hours of epic tunes, and we do it each and every week thanks to these fine folks here. Yes, they are called DistroKid, and they help you get your music out there to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. Name a place where music lives, and DistroKid probably get you there. And you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan just using the link up there or down in the description. Speaking of the description, that's where you'll find the complete playlist of every single song that we're going to feature on the show here today. We've got featured artists, we've got cover songs, we're going to do Play My Fire Beat. It's going to be a rad old time, if you don't mind me saying. Now, we are an hour later here this week in the US because guess what? It's March, April. It means every week there's going to be some sort of time change. So keep your eye peeled and make sure that you're on the mailing list. StudioLiveToday.com/live will keep you updated with whenever we're going live. I go to the effort so you don't have to. Let us dive in. Our first track here is going to come from Michael, aka Zedland Band. He's got a premiere for us this week, so I thought I'd put it right up front. It's called When the Day Ends. He says, "Hi Pete, what happens when the day ends?" A premiere currently sailing the Sea of Japan. He's just up there from Australia right now, up in Japan. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Michael, aka Zedland Band, and When the Day Ends. Your Music Live is on the air. To start. So I should be talking like this, shouldn't I? Yeah, that was Michael, aka Zedland Band, here on Your Music Live, your funky chill. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, folks. It's a holiday day here in Australia. Well, here in Adelaide, at least. It is our Adelaide Cup Day. We get a day off for a horse race. If I ever call your country weird, all you need to say to me is, Johns, you get a day off for a horse race. Your country is weird as balls. And I would say, yes, you are correct. Hello to Kronk's song. You would have heard Kronk's song right up front. He did the theme music, one of the themes that we use here on Your Music Live. And it is very cool. Yes, funk your chill up my peoples. When I try to talk like I'm cool, never kind of works out well. Yes, as Thomas, the link slinging PayPal, the link slinging moderator extraordinaire is here. You can indeed contribute to the show by becoming a channel member, by doing the Patreon thing, or just by chilling, hanging out, watching the show, hitting the thumbs up button. 73 degrees, 22.8. See, spring has sprung, even though I think you don't consider it spring till the 22nd in parts of the world. Either way, it's a good old time, and I do welcome all of you in to your Music Live. Let's play another track and we'll have a chat. We've got plenty of time to chat, to let our hair down proverbially and chat here. This one's cool. This is called Whiskey Nights. This is Kid Kane and Linda Jean. Linda Jean was on Frank Turzo's Community Pulse show last week, and I saw her on there and she was talking about this track. And of course, I had to jump in the chat and say, make sure you put it on there. And then Frank said, yeah, make sure you submit to Pete at Your Music Live. And she did, and the rest is history. They say Kid Kane asked Linda Jean to collab, and this beautiful song is the result. That love-drunk feeling when two souls connect. Whiskey Nights. This is our second collab together. The first was Painted Blue. I think you're going to enjoy this one. Let's give it a spin right here on Your Music Live.
Sipping on this cup, I get lost in the mind. You keep melting on my worries tonight. Under this pale moonlight, and we'll be catching all our dreams. I'll sing songs of prayer and fortune and prayer, but tonight you make me feel alright. Let's get lost.
Let's get lost
on these whiskey nights. Let's get lost.
Ooh, let's get lost
On these whiskey nights. Let's get lost.
Let's get lost.
Together in these times, we all live in the rest of our lives.
Looking up at the moon, I get lost in my mind. You keep filling my heart tonight. Under this pale moonlight, and we'll be catching all our dreams. I sing songs of love and blessings from above, and tonight you make me feel alive.
Let's get lost.
Let's get
On
lost.
these whiskey nights. Let's get lost.
Yeah, let's get
On
lost.
these whiskey nights.
If you're not, if you're not swaying to that one like I am, I don't know what to say, because you're feeling the vibe. And look, people here know that I'm not the biggest country music fan, but I got to tell you, it's growing on me. A lot of the pop music these days that has that kind of country vibe, I'm kind of digging on it, because I don't know, when I think country, I think of like, I tipped up my pickup truck and my dog left me for my wife. And I'm like, no, there's none of that in this sort of modern country sound. It's really, really cool. Hey, hello, Fiona Amaka. Yeah, wonderful vocals and just a good old time. Is it going to be one of those shows? Pretty chill so far, right? Sometimes we start the show and it melts your face and there's guitars and there's rock and roll. And sometimes we just ease our way into things, right? Either way is good. All right, we're going to play another song here. This comes to us from the Sugar Diggy Dunnex. Sure. We created this song in collaboration with Ufsi Baba. There's your reference. To reflect the modern spirit of the Ramadan month. It's the 9th month of the Islamic calendar, observed by Muslims worldwide as a month of fasting, prayer, reflection, and community. This hybrid song, filled with unique melodies and profound meanings, is designed to celebrate the feelings of unity and togetherness that Ramadan brings. We hope you feel this special atmosphere while listening. If there's one thing we need right now, it is kindness and togetherness and that feeling of a mutual community, isn't it? Not the company mutual community. I've got to sign in. Let's sign into my slaps.com account here, and we'll give this one a spin. I think you're going to enjoy this one. This is the Sugar Diggy Dunex here, the Phoenix, on your Music Live.
يا جبل ارتفع إلى العلو يا جبل ارتفع إلى العلو أختار أزهار وفروعا ذابلة معجنة بدموعي يجب أن أصل إلى القمة كما على القمم يجب أن أعود قبري ومهدي لقد أصبحت بعض الشيء قديما ولكن من عيني إلى عينيك عسلي ينقطع من ملائكتك قد ألقيت قدر الصغير من أغنيتي ومن ألامي إلى نهاية المليئة بالفرح أنتظر اللقاء ها هنا تشرق الشمس هو الله
Oh wow, what a fun vibe in that one. Could we start the show with 3 more diverse tunes to get us started? Started over in Canada with some funky chilled Michael Zedland band, moved over for a bit of a country vibe, and then we just go with some absolute fun party poppy sounds there. Very cool. Yes, definitely deserves a round of the pause. And as you saw there, we were playing it on slaps.com, which I'm not following this particular artist. See, Ufsi Baba collaborates with so many different artists and different bands, and it's very, very cool. So yeah, we're here on slaps.com. We can throw fire on this. We can save it. And we can even come down here and just say, this is fire. Just spun it on YML. And then they know that we've just played it right here on the show. Hello to you, Michael Thompson. G'day, Tremor Bear. G'day, Fat Panda Cat. Look, as you would have already heard, genre is not a problem around here. As long as you're not preaching any hate, as long as there's not excessive, like if it's just F, then nah. So violence and hate we're not all about. But if it's fun, if it's party time, or if it's sentimental, or if it's chilled, we don't mind. Hip hop, rock and roll, everything in between. Country, as we've just played there. All right, let's play another tune. This comes to us from Zun Gaia, who say to us, fresh out of the oven, a new collab between Zun Gaia and Raul Nieves on guitar, paying an homage to a place we both grew up. It is called Caminando el Melecon, and we're going to give it a spin for you here on Your Music Live. Oh, it is the groovy YML this week, folks. There is a lot going on in this song. I love it. You know, usually I say, oh, you know, sometimes you just want, you can go with a simple kind of arrangement. Sometimes you can add a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, as Mark says here, the use of the space is cool. There's a lot going on, but everything has its little pocket of space to do it in, doesn't it? Very good. A song for spring. Absolutely, that was indeed super fab. Hello to Scott Borthwick. G'day to Papa Courtney. Paws and guitars. G'day Jeremy Deshaw. Hypno funk, you reckon? Yeah, certainly super funky rhythms going on that one. We'll change the pace again. Oh my goodness, it's doing this today. Daniel Green has a requiem which honours the lives of those who died at a music concert in 2023. All instruments are from the BBC Discovery Library, which if you've never checked out is super duper cool indeed. A minute 26, so this is how you get a whole song played on Your Music Live. You make it a minute and 26 seconds. So let's take a listen to this composition from Daniel Green. How cool was that? Yes, a very beautiful tribute there. Daniel Green showing us how it's done. Listen to the dynamics in that, like the loud and soft, like it just, yeah. Hearing classical music like that, that has that real sort of swelling vibe is awesome stuff. Yes, round of the pause there for Daniel Green. G'day, Al Davis. Hope you're doing well. Hello to, I saw a Sean Chandler there. Chandler Brothers, I believe you got a new song. I missed your premiere, but I believe there's a new Chandler Brothers tune. I don't think we have it on the list for today, though. So hopefully that's getting submitted as we speak, and we can give it a spin on next week's show, because we are here each and every week. The times, they are a change, and it's 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern this week. Who knows what next week will bring, because the US times change, and then I believe the UK, some European times change, and then we're lagging behind. Australia, we don't change till like the start of April, because apparently we want our curtains to fade even more. All right. I'm going to play this tune. You heard this artist up front because they provide the theme music that I use most weeks on this show, but they also create some great songs, and they've patented the 2-minute YML mix. So this artist always puts their songs, or does mixes of their songs, around the 2-minute mark. And again, there's a tip for young players. That's how you get your whole song played here on the show. Make it 2 minutes. This is Kronk's song, of course. He says, "Hi, Pete. Hope you're well. Another daft 2-minute-ish garage band song for you if you fancy giving it a spin. Looking forward to the shows. Cheers from Kronk." Yeah, let's Kronk this one up to 11, folks. This is called Dog. You're on Your Music Live.
What can I say about the human race? Most of us are quite base, but we got a bigger brain than the animals around us. Sometimes we use it to our advantage, but other times we let the animals win. Have you seen my dog? Have you seen my dog? She doesn't go hungry. Have you seen my so much back, which is why I give her so much slack. It's good to have those mutual feelings. You gotta treat them good, treat them kind, and they'll be your best friend for life. You gotta treat them good, treat them kind, and they'll be your best friend for life. Treat them good, treat them kind, and they'll be your best friend for life. Have you seen my dog? Have you seen my dog? She doesn't go hungry. Have you seen my dog? She is loved.
So what we learnt during the chat during that song is that people love their doggos, hate daylight savings. And I know it is daylight saving time. It's not daylight savings. There's a radio show called The Kevin and Bean Show that I used to listen to with my wife, and one of them really hated the mispronunciation of daylight saving time as daylight savings. And there's a T-shirt I bought my wife that said, dear editor, it's not daylight saving, it's daylight savings, it's daylight saving. I say all that to say, what a cool song. Kronk's Dog is the king of the fun, boppy song. Yeah, we need to know more about Kronk's Dog if you'd like to share with us. Daylight savings and loan. Oh, no. Very cool stuff indeed. Yeah, round of the pause all round there. Thank you for sharing that one. Yeah, if you're new to the show, welcome, first and foremost. What we do here is you submit your songs, you use that link over there. You can use the QR code, you can use the link in the description. You submit your song, and then each and every week we gather here together for about 2 hours. We spin 1 to 2 minutes of a whole bunch of songs. It's the Whitman Sampler. Does anyone get that reference anymore? Does it sell Whitman's chocolates in other parts of the world? I really must check in on that reference. But it's a chocolate box where you open it up and you're like, ooh, peppermint cream. Strawberry delight. Oh, sour quince log. I'll put that one back. But yeah, we don't have too many of those around here. But that was a cool song. I love Kronk song. I love Kronk songs, and they're cool. Yes, Whitman Samplers works. Nice. Thanks to all the dog lovers everywhere. G'day, Bonfire. Hello, adorable Anarchy. All right, we do get the Whitman's Samplers references. That's good. I'll keep it in the repertoire because I think it just makes the most sense because, yeah, it's a sampling of different music from all around the world, or in this case, to folks that are in similar parts of the world, because we're going to stay over in the UK with Sticks for Guns. Yeah, our mate Richard over there creates some amazing soundscapes. He says, this piece has several instruments. I wanted it to be forever changing. The hard part was to get the flow and transition. Could you please play from the 30-second mark? Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Sticks for Guns. Let's cue this one up, shall we, and give it a spin. Sticks for Guns. Your Music Live. That's something that we haven't had before. We've just had a YouTube playback completely stop. That is unprecedented. Yet the stream continues, and I have no sign of any problems here. That's the first time that's ever happened on this show. What's going to happen if we just refresh that window and give it a play? All right, it's back. It's back and it's playing. How bizarre. I've never come across that before. Usually when that happens, the whole stream falls apart. But yeah, who knew? Okay. Sticks for Guns, take 2 here on Your Music Live. How cool is that? Very good stuff there from Sticks for Guns. Night driving music. Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Love the imagery. Love the sounds. I love the choice of having that bass synth just stay on the same key. So it was playing the same chord. It's a really good technique. If you've ever thought, hey, how do I get a bit more variety? Just try doing that with a track, and it can work really well, as you heard from that song there. Well, that piece is that, yeah, you can just keep your bass just chilling on a note, and then move your melody lines and your the rest of your instruments to different keys or to different chords, and it can actually sound super cool, as you heard there. Sorry, let's start that transition again. If you make cool music like Sticks for Guns, and you would like to actually release it to the world so that you don't have to rely on YouTube only, which, as we saw there, had a little glitch trying to play it back. You want to be able to stream your music onto Spotify, onto Apple Music, onto Amazon, onto Tidal, onto Deezer. You want people to be able to use it in Facebook, in Instagram, use it on their TikToks. Well, guess what? I got a solution for you, and it's called DistroKid. Yes, DistroKid can release your music to every platform known to humankind, and even a few others that we don't even know about. And here's the good news. You can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums, all for one yearly subscription. And I know, as soon as I say the S word, you think, how much is it? Like $5 a month, $10? Is it another thing that I have to check my credit card? No. Yearly. $22.99 per year, and you can save 7% off your first year. And here's what you do see. You release all your music. Look at this. Songs, EPs, albums. You can release them all here. All of your original music can be released, all for that one yearly subscription. And as you can see, I have taken full advantage of DistroKid's kindness. Since 2017, I've released more than 40 individual releases, and you can see there all those little icons. It goes everywhere. It is super cool. And the good news is as well, if you want 2 different artist names, you can upgrade to the Musician Plus plan, and then you can release under 2 different names. You can get things like daily streaming stats, you can customize your label name, and importantly, you can actually set your release date with the Musician Plus plan. So if you want to try and get yourself onto those playlists and get yourself out there to the world, I can think of no better way to do it than DistroKid. They've been long-time supporters of me, of this channel, of this show, and because they support Your Music Live, they really are supportive. They're passionate about you getting your independent music out there to the world. So we thank DistroKid. Check out the link in the description if you would like to check out DistroKid and save yourself that 7% off. And while you're down there, absolutely hit the like button so more folks, the robots, can tell the other robots to get more people in here to watch the show. We'll play a couple more tunes here, and then we're doing our Play My Fire beat. So hold your horses for that one. That's coming soon. This is Party Prince, who say made this song with my cousin. He helped me produce it. Took a sample from Tomoko Aram's Slow Nights, 1984. There you go. And they made this song, which is called Nights. And we're going to give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
Pretend that I was feeling so sedated in love. Stop calling me baby. I'm so fucking sick and tired of calling you baby. I hate that you was my desire. Hope our love ends up in the fire. And I'll find another one, and you'll find another one to love.
is definitely a chill vibe groove kind of YML this week. We're definitely bringing the chill vibes, aren't we? That is super cool. Yeah, great production on that one. Very modern production using sort of the lowdown and the falsetto vocals. Apparently, I didn't notice it until someone told me. I was like watching some video the other day. That falsetto male vocal is just massive at the moment. Think of like that Boone Benson or Benson Boone song. Like a lot of really, and think of The Weeknd. The Weeknd has a lot of that sort of stuff. I can feel my face. A lot of that male falsetto vocal is apparently popular right now. So I better get my my falsetto in tune. Yes, very nice indeed there from Russ. Very kind of chill, laid back. It was weird. It kind of had a 70s funk vibe, and then Thomas mentioned sort of late 80s, early 90s R&B vibe, and then it's almost got that modern production. It's almost like music kind of just has this 20 to 30 year cycle and keeps repeating itself. What's old is new again. Yeah. Next up is Regional. Follow the Light is a song I made on GarageBand. It's one of my wrap-up songs before I try FL Studio, but I'm not quitting GarageBand. Good to know. That's okay. You can go over to the Fruity Loops with our mate Thomas Christ. We won't judge you. People think that I'm going to have a little cry into my Weet-Bix if people leave GarageBand. Not true. If you find something that works better for you, use it. Simple as that. End of. This is called Follow the Light from Regional here on Your Music Live. Follow the Light. Yes, boom, 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 boom. Very cool there from Regional. Got the boom tish going down nicely there. Good stuff produced on GarageBand for now. Yes, let's get the glow sticks and the other things. I don't know. I was never a club guy. I was talking with my wife about it yesterday that yeah, just that feeling of like that overwhelming sound. And when you're talking to someone, you have to yell and scream in their face. And I'm like, yeah, no, if that's what it's like to be into club, sorry, 50 Cent, I'm not there. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to be in the tub. But I actually really don't like baths either. Baths. I know. I sound very proper when I say words like that. Hey, should we do a Play My Fire beat? Should we fire up the old giveaway tool and do a Play My Fire beat? Yeah, let's do exactly that. What should we make the hashtag here this week? Let's make it something simple because we're all low on this and we're all changing our clocks. Let's make it hashtag time. Time. If you stop, I will go and we'll be waiting. Time after time. It should have been hashtag Bath, shouldn't it? Oh, I should have done that. I missed an option there. Maybe it'll be hashtag Bath the second time we do this. So if you're not familiar with this, what you do is you be like these fine folks here and you put hashtag time in the chat. Hello, Manny. Hello, Doug Kidder. You put hashtag time in the chat. And if your channel name is drawn at random, you get the privilege, nay, the pleasure of having one of your songs played right here on the show. No questions asked. And to date, it hasn't backfired. No one's rickrolled me. No one's tried to play someone else's songs. No one's played. See, I'm totally jinxing it now, aren't I? No one's preached any sort of hatred or violence in this. Oh God, I've so jinxed it. Let's move on. Let's go with this one from Me Joe Mo. He says an experiment with switching between Fergian and Lydian modes. MIDI, real bass and guitars, short. Nice. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is Michael Moore here on Your Music Live. Just really cool stuff, right? Yeah, awesome. Very, very much worth going and checking out. Although we played 2 minutes 20 of the 2 minutes 30, so I kind of went against my own thing. But yeah, when someone's doing something like that, it really does keep your attention. Like playing with the different dynamics and the different rhythms, yeah, it worked a treat. Round of the paws, absolutely. Get those paws clapping together. Right, exactly. Like running very fast when you realize you walked into the wrong kind of nightclub. Oh, mate, very cool stuff. Very cool indeed. All right, should we do the spin, or let's do one more song. Let's do one more song. Let's play this one from slaps.com. This is from Middle Suburbia, who has been hitting it out of the park of late, if I do say so myself, with their songs. This song was born out of my frustration with the deteriorating state of pop music. Please start around the 50-second mark. See, I'm in the privileged position of getting to hear pop music because my children listen to pop music. So there was a time where I didn't even know what pop music sounded like for about a decade or two. I just listened to what I listened to. I listened to alternative music. So I kind of missed that whole 2000 to 2010, but then I had children and it all changes. Let's give this one a spin. Shall we? Middle Suburbia. And this is called Fool's Gold here on Your Music Live.
I can find a break and eating hooks without any taste. Grateful for the mysteries of food stores, stories playing shades of cold. Your hands are made I once found. No face to see, no platform to stream. I know it's
That would be an absolutely epic opening track for an album. I mean, come on, like the whole orchestral introduction and then kicking into just like pop punky goodness. I mean, I called it at the start. I'm really loving what Daniel's doing recently with Middle Suburbia. He's just kicked it up a notch or seven. Really cool. Yeah, the bass line and the chorus, that Gary Hub style. Gary taught me how to create that with like the drum sounds and the bass sounds. Just if you listen to Gary Hub's music, same sort of thing. It just really has that energy, because if you go from 100% to zero and then back again, it's like shifting gears. Anyway, very good. Yeah, round of the pause for Shores for that one. And I'm going to use, because we didn't hear the whole intro, I'm going to go back and play some more of the intro here as we do our spin thing. We've got 19 entries here. You got about a 5% chance, folks. And let's turn up. This is going to be the most chill, laid-back drawing of all time. Good luck, everyone. Who will win? It's Russ 8889. He is the winner this time. Russ has got a pretty lucky streak, hasn't he? I reckon Russ enters about once a week and wins about once every second week. So it is Russ 8889, which is cool because I was gonna give Russ a bit of a I was gonna say pimp, but Russ wouldn't use words like that. I was going to promote the fact that Russ is doing his Music for Life charity album, and you still have time. There's still time left, which is good for slack-ass bastards like me who haven't got their song to Russ yet. I haven't even written my song, let alone recorded it and gotten to Russ. But you know what? There's nothing like a bit of positive time pressure to get stuff done. So Russ is our winner, and he will select a song for us to play. I know, who's on the payroll? Again, let me guarantee you that the level of laziness that this guy here has would just not ever allow there to be any sort of shenanigans going on. It would be way harder to rig it than to just push a button and let a random number generator do my work for me. So no, unfortunately, there's no conspiracy here. It's like those, it's like all the people that are the truth seekers and the fact finders. They're out there working hard trying to find the truth, and it's like, bruh, the stuff that's bad is actually in plain sight. You don't have to look. There's no weird hidden underground conspiracies that you need to spend your time worried about, because it's all just a pub board. You can see it in plain sight. There you go. Russ has handballed it over to Brad over there in Melbourne with Jade. So Brad, you now have the baton, and you can do that. Thank you, Thomas. Yeah, Thomas has the actual information. You can submit your original mastered track by April 1 to the Music for Life charity album, and you've got the link there to the Google Drive to upload to. And if you haven't checked out the previous Charity for Life album, you should. It's available on Bandcamp. In fact, last time I tried to find it, I just went to I think I just Googled Bandcamp Charity for Life, like charity number 4 life, and yeah, there it is. There's the volume 1 and volume 2, which has some wonderful music from many artists in this community, including this bloke here who had a song called 1% on that album. So go Go check that out. While we wait on Russ and now Brad to decide what they would like us to play, we'll play this one over on Newgrounds from Brighter Productions. Last Horizon is a cinematic crossover track. Bit of a cinematic vibe going on today that I created in collaboration with another Newgrounds artist called Eagle Guard. Because we're using different workstations, we had to send our stems back and forth. As I was using GarageBand, the other was using Reaper. Because this track is turning 5 years old, I gave it a thorough remaster, and I'm working now on making a Redux 2025 version. Cool. Once that track is done, I want to give it official release with both the 2025 and the original 2020 version. This is a track that I hold great memories for. I hope you enjoy it. Great introduction. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is Last Horizon here on Your Music Live. From halfway through. Let's try that again from the start. Very cool stuff there from Blighter Productions. Awesome stuff. Last Horizon, very cinematic, and I love the whole working with another artist in another platform. I've done videos on how to do that just recently because I've had people say, hey, I use GarageBand, so I'm trying to collaborate with someone on the old Fruity Loops or on Reaper or on something else. How do you do it? And yeah, look, it is as simple as that. You got to export your stems, send them over to thems, and then get them back. The key to collaboration, not to get off on tangents of educational stuff, is to have one person as like the gatekeeper that has all of the original stems. That way you can save yourself time and energy. Because say you want someone to record a guitar solo, just send them a mix down, like a single stereo wave. They play their guitar solo, they send you theirs back, you reincorporate it. If you're both trying to own the project, it gets really messy. Anyway. Exactly, the GarageBand sounds are there. Good stuff indeed. Hello, Gordon Lee Weaver, by the way. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Jade. Brad chose a song, and I'm going to cue it up, but I'm going to do that next because I tried. I searched during that one and couldn't find it. So I was about to reach out to Jade and say, could you send me a link to that one that Brad wants me to play? But she has already done that. So I will go and gather that one together and get that one in the playlist. And while you wait for that, we're going to play this one from Jeremy Deshore. Jeremy Deshore with, it cut off there, West of East, a special recording session to record a special song in 2012 at the majestic Porcupine Mountains of the Upper Peninsula of MI, Michigan, with my friends Tim and Sarah. Collectively, we were West of East. The story of the song and the dedication is too eye-glistening for today, but more info in the video description. There you go. You can go and check out more info there. Let's give this one a spin, shall we, here on Your Music Live.
from the morning spring. Soft summer shades of green, and paint me some other color besides the shade of blue. Take the colors from the bright rainbow. I don't care what you have to do, just paint me some other color besides the shade of blue. I can't recall all these colors that I wear. I try to paint myself now and then, but through my tears the colors blend. Take the colors from the autumn hills, dip your brush in the daffodils, and paint me some other color besides the shade of blue.
How cool is that? Just wonderful guitar sounds in there. And I love that run-up vocal. La, 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 la. I can't obviously hit the notes, but yeah, just so different. Just very different rhythmically. Refreshing, that's a good word for it. Absolutely. Good stuff there. Round of the pause all round. Yeah, it definitely has that indie vibe from years back, doesn't it? Very cool stuff there indeed. Little Regina Spektor sort of sound going on there. Maybe not quite as in your face as Regina, but some of her more quiet, relaxed ones. Very nice. Good stuff. So, Brad Example has been handed the play-by-fire beat from Russ, and he has asked me for this. A play, When You're Around by Room 206. It's got Aidan Young from No Doubt on drum and Matt Riddle from Face to Face on bass, with other members of the Inner City Surfers and Room 206. I wrote this song. And then I think he said when I was 16, which is crazy. So let's bring this one up here. I know nothing of this. I know nothing of the band or anything, but hey, it's Room 206. It's a cool name for a band. And we're going to spin this one. I'll Be Around Your Music Live.
I can't stop the clock from counting. I can't stop the world from spinning round. Don't hold me down and try to count me out. I'll be around when my time has come. For my time to come. For my time to come. For my time to come. I'll be around. I wanna run so fast, I lose breath. I don't wanna sit so long, I might step. I don't mind being lost as long as I can find my way. For my time to come. For my time to come. For my time to come. I'll be ready. I don't really care if I win or if I lose. What's done is done, and now it's my turn. All I want is what is best for me, so don't stand in my way. For my time to come. For my time to come. For my time to come. I'll be ready.
Room 206. I know he does go all right, doesn't he? That Brad Example dude. Very cool. Look, that's that's the exact sound of pretty much every band I was listening to in like the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. I was heavily into Pennywise and Millencolin, and here in Australia we had Frenzal Rom and 28 Days and 1200 Techniques, and yeah, it was 99 Reasons Why. Very cool. There was a lot of that sort of, and I love. Someone mentioned the bass. I've learned. I've been listening to a lot of this older school. I know it's not old school punk. I know someone's going to say, Pete, punk was actually the 70s and like earlier, but yeah, the 90s, early 2000s punk had really awesome bass lines, and it kind of reminds me that when you've got a rock and roll song, your bass doesn't just have to be sitting down on the bottom two strings, like fuzzing away and following the main chords. Get it up there. And like some of those little bass licks that put in there, yeah, it did definitely had an early Green Day vibe. If you listen to Green Day's Kaplunk album, or even their first one, what's that called? 1039 Smooth. Yeah, early Green Day sounded similar to that and had amazing bass lines, as well as obviously cool guitars and epic vocals in there. There you go. Nicely done there. Good choice. I love the Play My Fire beat because the serendipitous nature is you never know who's going to win and then who they're going to pass it to and then who's going to give me the incorrect name of the song and make it really hard to find. But we got there. We got there in the end. Let's play this one from Dell. It says, "Hi, Pete. I was just having a bit of fun with this one. That's why it's called Fish Cake. Thank you as always, Pete. Really appreciate it. I used to love fish cakes. Can't eat them now. Vegetarian. Don't tell anyone. This is Dell, Fish Cake, Your Music Live. Dell there bringing the super cool jams as well. Interesting video too. I like it. I like it when you pair something interesting to look at with something cool to listen to as well. Very nicely done. Dell there and Fish Cake. Yeah, I was reminiscing about fish cakes. It was a thing you could get at fish and chip shops here in Australia. Yeah, gone from the menus here. Your folks used to serve fish cakes in our shop. Very cool. I was a big fan of the crab stick, also called a seafood stick. Now, if you don't live in Australia, or maybe the UK had these as well, but imagine the artificial, not artificial, but the processed fish you get in a California roll. Okay, you take that, you get it into a big tube like a hot dog, you batter it, and you deep fry it. Sounds just awful. Tastes, chef's kiss, delicious. Who's had a crab stick or a seafood stick? Who's delved into the world of deep fried? Yeah, we had all sorts of weirds. Basically, if you could deep fry it, we did in our fish and chip shops in Australia, especially back in the 80s and 90s. We're talking potato cakes, fish cakes, crab sticks, obviously fish and chips, Chico rolls. Yeah, you could throw them in. There was even a place that did deep fried Snickers bars and Mars bars. Yeah, they'd freeze them, cover them in batter, chuck them in with the hot chips, the fries, and fry up some chocolate bars. It was disgusting. But kind of nice too. Did they have the crab sticks? Scott's not a fan. Kronk song. You had a few crab sticks or crap sticks. Anyway, we're way off base, so let's get back to the music, shall we? We're going to go back to slaps.com. Oh, I'm salivating at the thought of it, even though can't eat them, vegetarian. Yes, it's jazz time for us, says Uf Chibaba. Vocal is Bursa Azizov. Bass guitar is Josie. Sax is Ali Ozan. Keyboards and backing vocals, Jasmina Uger. And drums, Oscar Alp. And Ufche, of course, on the production. We love jazz, and I will suggest you listen to the outro part where Ali Ozan's solo is placed. All right, well, I think we need to start this a little way in then. Let's fade this one up so that we can listen to the end of this track here. This is Uf Chibaba here on Your Music Alive.
Like me, you latch on to every word I've said. My skin's made out of your formal breath. I'm your wife, I'm the deep love of the dead. Scarlet woman, I didn't see her coming. Tempted me down from hell, singing. Took one look into her eyes, heaven soon to realize my heart was a mistake, she was worth making. But we're saying when you go, bury me in your wedding dress. Call me your missus, you're fresh out of home. You like me, you latch on to every word I've said. My skin's made out of your formal breath. I'm your wife, I'm the deep love of a death.
I had no idea that a saxophone hit that note, went up that high. That was a good recommendation there to Ufsi, near the border of Turkey and Greece, or Turkey. Is that how you pronounce it now? I did some research the other day because I saw something on the news and it had it written like Turkey, which is what they are, the Republic of Turkey, but I don't know how to pronounce that properly, so I apologise. But yeah, well, I was having this conversation with my children about why we don't call countries the name that they are. Like Italy is Italia, Netherlands is Netherlands, Germany is Deutschland. Why on earth don't we just call them what they call them? Japan is Nippon. Why do we just make up this other name that we call them in English? It doesn't make sense. Maybe it was back in the day when our tongues couldn't form complex vowels and consonants. We were too basic. But how cool was that? Yeah, just a round of the pause all around for that one. I like it. I think I need a round of the pause T-shirt. I've been working slowly, trying to develop some new merchandise, and I'm thinking, yeah, we need Lotto Cat. We just need all the memes, don't we? Like, if we have the Sharon is Karen, but I think we need Lotto Cat. Can't really do Thirsty Camel because that's actually a trademark in Australia, but I think we need round of the pause. And it's just like a whole bunch of doggo paws, like clapping together. I think that could be cute. G'day, Gary Broomfield, laying in bed in the UK. It's 11:10 p.m. Sunday night in good old Blighty. Love the show. Keep up with the good work. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's going to get worse, unfortunately, before it gets better, because when the UK time shifts and when our time shifts, it's going to go an hour later and then another hour later. So for my UK friends, maybe get a nap in and then get up at midnight and watch the show. There you go. You would buy that? You'd buy the round of the pause? Of course you would. Pause and guitars. Maybe I'll spell it with a Z in your honour. Let's play this one from Doorways into Music. Hi, Pete. This is a song I did with Me Expressing. He put a really good R&B style keyboard and strings based track on his channel and asked if anyone wanted to write lyrics to it. So I did and recorded some vocals. Thanks for giving it a spin. Take care, from Joey. How cool is this? So Joey is collaborating with an artist called Me Expressing and came up with this. I'm intrigued. I haven't even listened to this. See, I trust Joey. Always into music. Joey's been around the place for a while. So when a song comes in, I don't even vet it. I don't even spin it. So I'm going to hear it for the first time with you. It's called In a Coffee House. Here in Your Music Live.
Sitting in a coffee house, staring at a screen, holding on to a cup of joe that I've been sipping on since 10. Oh, I wish there was something more than pastries and Arabica blend. Oh, how I need something real to fill the emptiness within. Sitting in a crowded space, people all around, but it feels like an empty place for the little connection I found. Oh, I wish there was something more than pastries and Arabica blend. Oh, how I need something real to fill the emptiness within.
Absolutely smooth as a dark cup of joe. It's very cool. I think we can all relate. Like you can, just get in the vibe of the whole, being in the coffee shop. Like, look at, there's actually nothing I like better than sitting in a cafe and, just having a coffee, kicking back, just listening in, just looking around, seeing what's going on. Sadly, I don't know. I don't want to be harsh here, but my local coffee shop got a bit downy. Like it used to be great, and I used to go there quite often. And of late, the coffee's not great. It's quite expensive. The meals are not great. See, hear this. My wife hates this because they do breakfast. There is not a single dish with mushrooms on the menu. Now, as a vegetarian, mushrooms are the most important thing. I made myself a mushroom omelette just this morning. But if there's not a single mushroom, like smashed avo mushrooms, that's the staple of breakfast. But no. Anyway, maybe instead of complaining about them, on a show that I do on the internet in public, I should go and tell them, give them this feedback. But double espresso. I've had two coffees. I made myself my second coffee, and I noticed that the water levels were low, and that the ground bit that goes in the bottom was a bit full. So I emptied all of that out, and I refilled it because I'm like, my wife will want a second coffee, and I'm like, that's true husbandship. That's true partnership there, when you make sure that your partner can always get their second cup of coffee without a problem. All right, we've got one more song for the first half. We're going to jump over to the Cloud of Sounds, and this is Kronk's song again, but not really. You might have noticed we had two Oof Chibaba songs, and we've kind of got two Kronk songs here. This is Molly's Handbag, which is actually a band that Kronk song plays in. Yeah, hi Pete, Kronk here. This is part studio and part garage band recording by Molly's Handbag from the UK. I'm on guitar and backing vocals. So good to work with other musicians. I hope you like it enough to play it on your show. Thanks from Mark. I'm going to give it again. I don't know if it's good enough to play on my show because I don't listen to it, because Mark Kronk's song is someone I trust. So I'm just going to give it a spin here. You and I are going to hear it to get 2 minutes 22. I reckon we can play the whole thing. To take us out here in the first half of the show, it's called Steve, Molly's Handbag, Your Music Live.
do you live with an ego so big? How do you sleep at night? Steve, how does it feel spinning your wheel? How do you keep it tight? Discreetly, never neatly, you'll come over so completely. The money's never clean. Steve, how does it feel spinning the wheel? How do you sleep at night? Steve, what do you say at the end of the day? How do you make it right? Discreetly, never neatly, you'll come over so completely. Paying for every dream, the money's never clean.
Man, I wouldn't want to be Steve right now. Steve done got roasted. Speaking of coffee, Steve got roasted like a coffee bean. That is a cool track. That is really good. I'm glad I didn't listen to it beforehand and I got to experience it firsthand with the folks here. Yeah, I love that 6/8 rhythm there. Like you're just nodding along, and you're not even really triggering to the fact that it's doing a bump bump chicka da bump da chicka da bump da chicka da bump. Perfect bridge too. Yeah, absolutely. Friggin' Steve. Oh man, do I know any Steves these days? I got a cousin Steve. He's a good dude. I don't know that many Steves. I know Steve Mara out in Nebraska, garage band legend. He's a good dude. Yeah, actually, I only really know decent Steves. I don't know too many dickhead Steves. But there you go. Hello to Pete Irie. I saw Pete Creswell here. Did someone launch the Pete flare and bring all the Petes in here? We got plenty of Petes. Enough Petes to run the show here today, which is good. That's the end of our first half, folks, but don't you stress, don't you worry. We've got another big second half coming up. We're going to reveal our featured artist in just a jiffy. We got some cover songs, 4 cool, unique, interesting cover songs to play for you this week, and then a bunch more indie tunes. We're going to do another Play My Fire beat as well, which is going to be fun. Going to be fun. Steve-O. Yeah, that's what we'd call Steves here in Australia. Going to be Steve-O. Stevie is a bit weird. A bit like Pete. Pedo. Petey? As soon as it's Petey, it's like, oh, Petey. It's a bit like Dougie. There's a hockey player, big, 6'6" dude, like, wouldn't want to mess with this guy, Dougie Hamilton. Dougie? Wouldn't you be Doug? Doug Hamilton. That sounds tough as. Dougie? Oh, I'm Dougie Hamilton. Please get out of my way. It just doesn't sound right, does it? Sounds like a child's name. Anyway, I say that to say it's time to reveal our featured artist this week. This is an artist that just sneaks under the radar. And I like making our featured artist ones that are a little bit sort of off the beaten track. It's an artist by the name of Creatures. And they just happened to send me 2 songs this week. And I said, sold. You're our featured artist, because both the songs were epic. This is the first song we're going to play. This is called Glow. Glow explores the fleeting yet intense nature of connection and existence. Glow takes listeners on a dreamlike journey through time, energy, and emotion, where every moment feels infinite yet inevitably slips away. Great little demo there. Great little description as well. Let's give it a spin here. This is Glow. Creatures, our featured artist this week on Your Music Live. Free Jaws. Yeah, great lyrics, really well put together. Song just pumping along, driving along. Great stuff all round. And if you enjoyed that, you'll be hearing another Free Jaws song at the end of the show. Here's an inconveniently timed sneeze that didn't come. Wait. There you go. Did I hit the mute button in time? I mean, I was off camera for 2.5 minutes. I couldn't have got my sneeze in there. No. Sit down and it's like, here it comes, here it comes. Very good stuff. So, yes, there was some chatter in here that could the vocals be a bit more forward? So the first time I listened to this song, I thought that as well. And then I listened to it a second time, and it kind of reminds me of the 90s style rock mixing, where the vocals were it was almost shoegazy in its style. So I'm not convinced. I don't know. But yeah, look, you could probably do another version and bring the vocals up a bit and see what it sounds like. But I kind of dig it as it is. I don't know. I'm someone who mixes my vocals way too loud, so I think I've adapted over time, and now I do it the other way. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it does work for the style. Hey, guess what? It's the second half. Welcome into the second half of Your Music Live. If you're new to the show here, this is our weekly celebration of all things independent music. We do it each and every week thanks to these fine folks at DistroKid. Yes, if you're an independent creator and artist, you want to get your music out there to the world, check out DistroKid. You can save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Do you want to submit your own song for next week's show? You can use that QR code or the link in the description. All of the songs that we play on this show are linked down in the description below, and down there you'll also find a button that looks like that. And I know you're probably as sick as I am of YouTube people telling you to click the like and ring the bell and leave a comment and please engage, and the algorithm's killing me and I need to feed my family. You're hearing that everywhere, right? Well, unfortunately, it's true. It does do us a great deal of help. If you share the show, remember Sharon is Karen, Sharon is Karen. If you give it a thumbs up, if you do all the things, it does help me out. So thank you very much. All right, let's jump into some cover songs. This is Paws and Guitars, who we were talking about before. Let's see if they deserve a round of the pause for this song. I really like this Coldplay song. I did what I could. It was not easy to sing, I can tell you that. Well, yes, because it's this Coldplay song, and I've tried to sing it too, and it is not an easy one to sing. And as usual, the old cloud of sounds has crashed whilst trying to play an ad. Let's refresh it, and then we're going to give this one a spin, a cover of Yellow by Paws and Guitars. Hello there from Paws and Guitars here on yours, Music Lives. Thank you for sharing that one. I watched a video the other day and it really annoyed me because it was this dude and he was just like, as we all know, Coldplay are the most cringe band in the world ever and they're terrible and Chris Martin's terrible and everything's terrible. And I'm like, really? Maybe it's just, maybe I don't get into the whole who the people are and what the band do and stuff, but I dig Coldplay tunes. I think that they've got some really awesome songs. So anyway, I don't know. They definitely have some sentimental tracks for sure. That song was actually used on an ad for cancer awareness here in Australia. Like there's a thing called, Daffodil Day. And I remember one year they used that song and it was just like all these meaningful pictures and I'm like, oh, I'm welling up. So now when I hear that Coldplay tune, I just think of that. And yeah. So they do. They have some of the best melodies going around. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing it with me. Sorry, the sneezing and the coughing is because it's very hot outside. It's 37 degrees Celsius here today. It's already up over 30 early in the morning, and I've got the air conditioner cranking on me, which is good because you don't see beads of sweat rolling down and my face turning pink. But I don't know if you have this thing, but it also kind of dries out. Again, too much information here, Johns, but it kind of dries you out. It makes me all like sort of nasally and sneezy to have too much air conditioning. Anyway, Cannibal Ren, save us from Pete talking about his snot. Cannibal Ren says, I made a jank little cover of a song I like and I kind of like. Destroyed my voice for it? Yeah, vocal techniques are hard on me. It has like 5 freaking vocal layers and there's no way I'm letting said part go unplayed. So start at 2:45, please. Okay, I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap. Also, face reveal real because there's a gif of me dancing. There you go. Nice one. And I was, here's a behind the scenes thing. I was listening to this yesterday and my wife's like listening in the background as I'm playing it. And she's like, what's this? Expecting her to be like, oh, what's going on there? And she's like, I think that's really cool. I think that's really fun. And I'm like, cool, there you go. Georgie approved. So let's give it a spin here. This is Young Girl A self-cover by Cannibal Ren. Oh, you wanted it starting at a different time, didn't you? 2:45. Let's crank it down here to 2:45 and get started again.
Or it seems to be by crying low, 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 crying low, 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 crying low, low, low. Come any closer, trade the code we have made. Our better days is bitter, the cold, 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 cold. Bitter, the cold, 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 cold. Bitter, the cold, cold, cold is all that I know. So any place you can find my name, it would be okay to let me keep it all the same.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I've worked with a lot of younger artists and creators in my time, and the number one problem that we have is that they don't have the confidence to put themselves out there and put 100% of themselves on the line when they're creating music. Cannibal Ren does not have that problem. So it's actually a really good place to start from and to develop from. Because if you can get past the whole just put yourself out there, but it takes courage to do that, put yourself on the line, and then you can hone it down over time. Is it a little bit intense right now? Maybe, yeah. But I think you can. I think you got the stuff to work with there. Because if you're already there at doing like 5 tracks of vocals and just going at 110%, then it's so much easier to just wind that back than it is for someone who just, you know what I mean? Like for me as a young artist, I was exactly the opposite of that. I had the talent, but didn't have the confidence to put myself out there. So there you go. My dad yells at me for screaming. You just gotta find the time to do it when people aren't around. But yes, my parents remember well my punk rock days of my 3-piece band of getting together and turning our amps up to 11 and screaming. He had to tell the neighbours because I had this sort of back room that we used as our jam room and our rehearsal room, and the neighbours that lived right there, my dad would always go and say to them, Pete's rehearsing on Sunday afternoon from 2 till 5. If you'd like to go for a nice drive in the country, that would be a great time to choose to do that. All righty, let's move on with Cookie. Hey, Cookie. It says, hey, Pete, just waiting for the cyclone to come and cross the coast here in Queensland. I've tried a short cover of Noah Kahan's Stick Season that I'd share with the group. I hope all is well with you and everybody. Yeah, shout out to our friends in Queensland. Cookie's up there. I know that Darren and Matt Anderson are up there in Queensland. We've got Stephen Hewitt up in Queensland. So, yeah, there was a tropical cyclone. It turned into an ex-tropical cyclone, Alfred, wasn't it? Which meant that there weren't quite the destructive winds that they'd had predicted, but with cyclones comes rain, and yeah, there's been some flooding in a lot of places in northern New South Wales and southern Queensland. So my not condolences, what's the word? My not thoughts and prayers, my hopes and ambitions go out to everyone who may be affected by that. You're trapped at the moment. Yeah, so that's sucky. There's a lot of power outages. And this is the thing. People think, oh no, the worst thing about a cyclone or a hurricane is knocks down houses and flattens stuff. Look, it's not as life-threatening, but the whole being completely locked in, not having supplies, not having power, and that sort of stuff. So I hope things get better soon for everyone. Let's give this one a spin. This is Cookie and Stick Season here on Your Music Live Under the Covers.
You promised me that I was more than all the miles combined. You must have had yourself a change of heart halfway through the drive, because your voice trailed off exactly as you passed my exit sign. Kept on driving straight and left our future to the right. Now I'm stuck between my anger, blame that I can face, and memories of something smoking weed does not replace. Now I'm terrified of weather, see you when it rains. My doc told me to travel, but there's COVID on the plains, and I love Vermont, but it's a season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas, and I'll dream each night some version of you that I might not have, did not lose. Now your tire tracks, one pair of shoes, and I'm split in half, but that'll have to do.
Here for a good time, not a long time, as always there. Cookie, he's another example of someone who continues to improve. I caught up with Cookie like a couple of years ago, and he just started doing these sort of covers and sharing them here on the show. And yeah, he was like, oh yeah, I think I'm getting there, and you know, I'm improving my performances and my playing and my recording, and I'm getting better gear. And now to hear what he's producing, it's like, yeah, you did. Practice makes progress, baby. I say it, I'll say it again and again. It is definitely the way to go. Yes, more rounds of the pause for Cookie. Always a good show from Cookie. Farewell to Linda Jean. Thank you for coming and hanging out here. Yeah, look, this is the sort of show that I don't expect everyone to be able to be here for 2.5, 3 hours every week. So yeah, you drop in, you drop out, you check the replay. It's all good. All the songs are in the description. And Linda Jean was on Frank Turzo's Community Pulse show last week. And guess what? I am co-hosting with Frank Turzo tomorrow on the Community Pulse, and we will be having the one and only Mr. Thomas Christ on the show as well. So I'm looking forward to grilling Thomas. If you've got questions that you've always wanted to know about Thomas Christ, let me know. And then I can lay him on him. And it's good because this is the week where it almost lines up exactly because the US has moved, but we haven't, the Community Pulse is almost directly after GarageBand Weekly. And then we go into a phase where it crosses over a bit, which is not ideal, but it all works out. So I will link to the show right there for folks like Sylvie who are like, when is that? So it's tomorrow, directly after GarageBand Weekly. I'm not saying times at the moment because it's different everywhere. Yes, it'll be great to have me, Thomas, and Frank together at last. I'm not sure that all three of us have been on the one show before. I've obviously chatted to Frank on a few occasions. I've chatted to Thomas on many occasions, but it'll be the first time with the three of us together. It's going to be a good time. All right, we've got one more cover song. Adorable Anarchy made my life difficult. No, not really. But she sent me about 7 covers about 2 months ago. And we've been slowly working through all of the awesome cover songs. And I think this is the last one. So we may be due for you to send me some more. So this is Adorable Anarchy. And this is my cover of George Michael's song, Father Figure, done, of course, in alternate tuning with no effects. Thanks, Pete. And that's from Adorable Anarchy. So let's bring close to these cover songs with this little ditty here from Adorable Anarchy.
Hi, you guys. Adorable Anarchy back with you again. I wanted to do a little bit more now that I have my, makeup and decent clothes on. Because I do normally just hang around the house in sweats and stuff, and I didn't want to look like that for you all. So while I'm kind of presentable, let's do a few more of my favorites. And these are all in Dadgad, I might add, a rap. And anyway, here we go. Father Figure, George Michael.
How cool is that? Something completely different. Love it. Love the techniques, the slapping technique there, the harmonics going on, just everything. I love watching someone do something that I definitely can't do. And that's definitely the case with that one. Very good stuff indeed. And yeah, look, I know you said I might need to skip. No, I like playing the little intros from folks occasionally because it helps people get to know a little bit about members of the community, and I think that's a good thing. I think there's lots of wonderful folks here, and yeah, just wanted to play that little bit. So folks should get on over, and if they enjoyed that, go and subscribe to Adorable Anarchy. What does Thomas Christ say? Criminally undersubscribed, go sub 'em up, boom, etc. Other catchwords. that was a low-key Thomas Christ impression there. Alrighty, that is our cover songs for this week, folks. But we got a bunch more independent, alternative, and great original songs to come for you, including this one from Heart, House, and the New Kindness. I'm going to say Heart, House, and the Kindness. No, Heart, House, and the New Kindness. This is called No Blackout, a song about living in the moment. You'll never afford it. Live in the now. Wayne's World? No? Okay. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
Can you believe that all we have is today? It is fleeting and so unpredictable. You've gotta let it inside, make a promise to stay in the seconds of time and no pulling away. Can you believe that all we have is right now? Minutes that will only ever count down. Make sure you look out, break through the doubt, get the world on yourself and live for more than yourself. I don't wanna black out anymore. I'm right here with you. I don't wanna lose out in this moment. I don't wanna black out anymore. I don't wanna black out anymore. There's never enough time, too much distraction. I don't wanna black out anymore. My eyes are open wide, no blackout. Can you believe that you can live here today? Coming up takes all of your courage. You've gotta let it inside, make a promise to stay in the seconds of time and no pulling away. Can you believe that all we have is right now? These minutes that will only ever count down. Make sure you look out, keep breaking through the doubt, and feel the world on yourself and live for more than yourself. I don't wanna black out anymore. I'm right here with you. I don't wanna lose out in this moment. I don't wanna black out anymore. I don't wanna black out anymore.
Indie goodness for sure. Very nicely done there from Heart, House, and the New Kindness. Really good hook on there. I don't want to black out anymore. Really works well, doesn't it? And yeah, great lyrics, great songwriting all round there. Bravo. Round of the pause. All that jazz. Alrighty, next track. We do have another Play My Fire beat coming, I promise you. I know we're a little behind today, but we do have more coming down the pipeline. That didn't work. Why did that not work? I've pasted the thing into the wrong thing. Don't you hate it when you paste the thing into the wrong thing? I tried to search for a YouTube video on SoundCloud. It didn't like that. This is Tilt 360. Hey Pete, got another tune for you to spin on our newly released EP, It Grows. The song is called The Ride Down, written around 2006, recorded 2007 in Harrisburg, PA, Pennsylvania. And our engineer used Pro Tools to record it. The song is about the grip of drug addiction and how it completely destroys everything in an addict's life, ruining, including relationships with family, friends, significant others, or wives. Yeah. Drugs are bad. Okay. So don't do drugs. Okay. All right. Let's give this one a spin. Tilt 360, The Ride Down, Your Music Live.
First to burn, blood stains the sheets.
It's a part of me that was my home. I'm left to roam. I recognize the signs and I'll be alone. I'll be alone. I'll be alone. I'll be alone.
Just next level production on that one, right? You could just feel from the second I hit play, just the fullness of that recording. Just really, really cool stuff indeed there from Tilt 360. And if you have 360 songs that you would like to release to the world, he says, segueing perfectly, you could use DistroKid. Yeah, DistroKid are our wonderful sponsors. They've been with this show for more than 3 years. And with DistroKid, you can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums to every single platform. And the cool thing is, you might be thinking, but Pete, there's new platforms being added all the time. How do I make sure that my songs are on all of them? Well, I'm glad you asked, because all you need to do is dive on in here to your track. This one's from 2021. I'm sure there's been some new places since then. And check this out. Here's all the stores that it's on right now. Let's click this button. Okay, it's on everything but Roblox. I'm adding it to Roblox. Why not? I own all the publishing rights. We could add it there. The thing is, I've showed this so many times now that I'm running out of places that I can add my music to. So there you go. That sent that one out to Roblox. Let's go back in time and find some other tracks. Let's go back and see, what about this one here? We're trying to have a society here. This deserves to be everywhere, doesn't it? Let's go add to more stores. I've done this too many times. I've done too many demos where I've shown you how to do this. Wasting time doesn't look like it has many logos after it. Let's do this one. There we go. So because this one was released a long time ago, look at all these different places that I can now add this to. Some of them require you to sign away your life and give them your firstborn child, but that's okay. There you go. And then we can hit the add button, and look at that. As simple as that. So you can go through all of your previous distributions and then send them out to other places as well. And it'll do it all for you. You can even choose where you send stuff. So some people have said, what if I don't like a particular streaming platform? No problem. You can just unselect it. I just chose one at random to unselect that maybe I wouldn't want to release to. But if you want to release everywhere, you can select them all. So you have complete control over your music distribution when you are using DistroKid. So check out DistroKid. You can save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan right now by using the link up there or down in the description. Yes, the social distancing, observing social distancing rules. That was the Spy from a Distance song I showed you there. All right, we're on the homeward stretch. You're going to play another song, and then we will do the second of our Play My Fire Beats. That's coming up in about 3 minutes' time after this song from Laney Lanes, who says, immerse yourself in the lush ambient soundscape of Fallen, a dreamlike indie alt-pop gem. All right, let's give this one a spin, shall we? Here on Your Music Live.
Sharing these moments.
What a hook. What a jam. That is super duper cool. Very nicely done there from Laney Lanes here on Your Music Live. Yeah, how good is it? I know. The quality is just amazing, isn't it? Next level cool stuff here. Alrighty, it is time to do this giveaway jive again. And what should we make the code word this time? What was it that Scott said last time that we should have chosen? Bath. Yes. Hop into the bath. Hashtag bath or bath or bath. There's actually 3 different ways from depending. So like English people might say, I'm going to just pop in the bath. Here in South Australia, we say bath because we speak the Queen's English a little bit more. And according to Sesame Street, where you put your rubber ducky with Ernie is in your bath, your bathtub. So bath, bath, or bath, whichever way you say it, you have to put it here in the chat. Hashtag bath. And you can go into the draw to win a free play. Hello, it's Ufja Mama. We've already played 2 Ufja songs. Could there be a third? Can you go for the hat trick? I'm a hockey guy. I like a good hat trick. All right, while we wait for you to get your votes in, let's throw this one out there. This is Papa Courtney, a song about mental illness, maybe schizophrenia. Fair. And I like that we have a new Papa Courtney smoking a cigarette picture here on SoundCloud as the album artwork. I kind of love it. Like, I'm not a huge smoking fan, but it kind of fits. It fits the vibe. Again, we have a broken SoundCloud ad, so let's refresh this sucker and give it a spin. Papa Courtney, Save Me, Your Music Live.
Whispers in the walls, oh, they call my name. A shadow in the mirror, but I don't look the same. I see the faces, but there's no one there. Glimpses of a life when I used to care. Am I the prisoner or the one who holds the key? I'm screaming through the silence. Can anyone save me? I hear the laughter, but it's laced with so much pain. A symphony of madness, that's what's driving me insane. Is this a dream or is this fucking hell? I'm trapped inside a story, but my mind, it just can't tell. I see the faces, but there's no one there. Glimpses of a life when I used to care. Am I the prisoner or the one who...
Very cool stuff there from Papa Courtney. Always bringing that introspective is the word for it, isn't it? Yeah, very introspective. And it's, again, Papa Courtney is another artist who's been around the channel for a while now, probably over a year, I'd say, and just keeps improving every time. I remember they said to me very early on that, yeah, I'm not really that comfortable or confident with my recording and techniques and stuff. You've proven over time that practice makes progress. Alrighty, we will play one more song and then we will do our fire beat drawing. Remember, hashtag bath, if you'd like to hop in the bath. Getting under the covers and then hopping in the bath. This show goes a bit weird, doesn't it? This is Crowmaster. Hi, Pete Greg from Crowmaster out of South Africa and Namibia. A more chilled track this time, recorded with Focusrite Scarlett into Amplitude 5 that exported to Adobe Audition for mastering and mixing. Cool stuff indeed. Let's give this a spin, shall we? It is called It's Pending. Crowmaster, Your Music Live.
How'd you find me anyway? Yeah. Hey, why did you? How'd you find me anyway? How'd you find me anyway? When are you gonna take it? Sometimes I don't. If I like a moment, I mean me, personally, I don't like to have the distraction again. Just wanna stay. Right here. How it's going.
Crowmaster, very, very cool. Like, hard to describe the sort of vibe in that one, but just kicks along, doesn't it? Great, would be great music to just have, almost fit for the admin playlist with the kind of sparseness and the samples in there, but no real kind of melody line, but still just an absolute groove. Haunting. That's a great word for it, Michael Thompson. Very haunting track there. Indeed. Hello, Mike and Dawn. Jeunesse, I hope you are well. Let's do this drawing, shall we? Yeah, we got 14 entries. So what do you got? You got about a 7 or 8% chance now? I better be careful putting all these percentages and things out there. You'll start thinking I'm going to be sponsored by FanDuel or DraftKings before we know it. Let's hit the button, spin the wheel. Good luck, everybody. Nobody knows who's going to win. Just when you think you know who's got it, it ends up being Paws and Guitars. It lingered on Thomas Christ for a second and then flicked over to Paws and Guitars. And this is justice. This is poetic justice. The reason being that I accidentally put 2 Paws and Guitars tracks on the playlist. Forgot to remove the second one. I've just removed the second one, and a minute after I removed the second track, which we'll play next week, they win the play-by-fire beat. So there you go. So all you need to do is put in plain text here in the chat your artist name, name of the platform, and the name of the song, and we will spin that one up next here on the show. Hello to Paws. Hello to Doug Spears. Sorry. Hello to Paws. Hello, Doug Spears. Thank you for being here. Hello to anyone who I haven't said hello to. It was another cover, or I may have just put, sometimes I accidentally put the same thing. No, it was a slaps.com. I can play that song if you like, that I had here on my list. It might be the one I was going to do. You said, Stayed Up Last Night made this cover. I thought it came out pretty decent for all that I used to make it. I do have a cold, and I'm sort of stuffy on it. So I can play that one, or if you'd like a different one, we can play something else. But yeah, I'd accidentally had that one on there. Was it crazy? Let's find out if it was crazy. The name of the song, I'm thinking, or yeah, it was. Should we just play it? Should we play that one? We'll give it a go. Do that one. All right, it's been approved. Now I can just slide the link back up into the playlist now. Let's jump on over. We're here on slaps.com and we're going to play this one. I'll just read a bit from here. I've always liked this song, so I gave it a try. The vocals may not be very good because I caught a cold the other day and I'm a little sniffly. Fun song though. This song is copyrighted by Gnarls Barkley. See, I wanted to know because here in Australia there was a band called Icehouse. Jade will know them, Costa, but they had a song called Crazy, which, yeah, you gotta be crazy, baby. But I did assume that it would probably be, oh, that you're crazy, the Gnarls Barkley tune. So let's give this one a spin. Pause the guitars, the winner of our Play My Fire beat. Oh, we're still playing Crowmaster. All right. Nothing else playing? All right, let's give this a spin.
Does it make me crazy? Does it make me crazy? Does it make me crazy? Possibly. Bless your soul. Well, I think you're crazy. I think you're
Love the doubled vocal technique there. I love it. I remember when. It's a tough song to sing. I've tried it only once or twice, and yeah, it's not the easiest song to put together. So great stuff there from Pause and Guitar. See, it all worked out. It was basically playing the same song in almost the same spot that I was going to play it anyway. But there you go. We need to pause and take notice. Yes. If you're wondering why during some of the songs, I'm going to be full disclosure here. The Rangers are playing in a very important game, and they're down 5-3 against the Blue Jackets at home in the third period. So I'm not above telling you that I'm also keeping one eye on the hockey. And considering I only have one eye, that's a difficult thing to do. Self-deprecation. What fun. All right, we're on the homeward stretch here, folks. We've got a few more songs to play for you, including this one from Zoltar. It's a Zoltar machine. A Zoltar machine. Big, Tom Hanks? Anyone? An atmospheric song by Us, a stoner desert rock band from Sweden. Awesome. Recorded in a bomb shelter under Uppsala Castle. This just gets better and better. All right, now I'm extra intrigued. It's called Subtle Tides, Zoltar, here on Your Music Live. just like kind of hypnotic, isn't it? Like, yeah, you just want to just keep listening and listening, which you can do down in the description. Go check out Zoltar. Very cool stuff there. And I'm tickling the subscribe button there, because why the heck not? Thank you for sharing that one. Next up, we have Harriet B over on the slaps.com, who says, an atmospheric song by us. Nope, that's the last one. Hi, Pete. This is a nostalgic look back on a past love and dreams once shared. Hope you like it. Well, Harriet B does some great tunes, so I'm sure I'm gonna. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Here on Your Music Live.
That summer night we met, it's like we always knew. You walked across the sand, we shared a glance or two. Our fingers curled, a magic world embraced both me and you. We'd spend the days together, walking, talking through all of those special little things we'd love to do. Our hopes were high, neath summer sky. We swam in deepest blue. Whatever happened to our dreams of yesterday? Were they like flowers that fade, their petals fall away? Those summer nights are gone, we left them, time moved on. But memories are here to stay.
Lovely stuff there from Harriet B. Dreams of yesterday. And as you can see there, seeing it's on slaps.com, I can throw fire on it, I can save it, sharing is a breeze, and you can even leave a comment as I did on the track as well. So get over to slaps.com. If you've got a DistroKid account, log in with that. If not, sign up, free account, and you'll be good to go. Yes, get those paws a clapping, because that was super duper cool. Alrighty, let's grab our next song here. This is from Liavac. Not only do I not know how to pronounce their name, but they don't give me any descriptions of their songs. So we just have to make up a description. So I'm going to say an epic track by Liavac. We'll give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
You should know. Fading pictures, my voice. Remembering that when I'm blind, I wonder the shores of my mind. Searching for pieces, but I can't find. So I'll keep on searching so long. I'm holding on tight with like bones. It was you. Yeah, I know. You seem like a shadow. It was you. I know. So why is this terrible?
The vocal sounds and layers just kind of wash over you, don't they, with the delays and the reverbs. It's really, really well done. Really good stuff there. And I don't normally play artists that don't give me any description because I like to know a little bit about the song. But when I press play and it's that, I'm like, yeah, you had me at 6/8 time. And then the quality of the sounds, just super good. Yeah, get the pause going on there because I need something to be happy about because Rangers are down 7-3 now. The Blue Jackets are just like pumping goals into the net. Anyway, people are just like, Johns, we don't care about hockey. That's your thing. It's the music show. Like, some of you care somewhat about hockey. Surely you care about me and my happiness. No, I don't actually care. I'm not that kind of sports watcher. Mostly because I don't gamble on sports and I don't, my team wins, they don't win, whatever. Like, I like the fact that sport has a weird, like, it just is unknown. It's like it's like watching a movie to me. That's how I go with it. Hello from Vista. Yeah, Blue Jackets. Hey, my friends from the Columbus area. You can have, and look, they've had a rough time this year. So starting the year the way they did. So yeah, good on them. They're not a team that I dislike. Michael Thompson's up next. Hey, Pete, here's a track from my Beyond Earth album, another collaboration with Steve McLoone called This or That. Thanks again. And we saw Steve McLoone here in the chat, at least earlier on in the show. So Michael Thompson, classic, old school, awesome rock and roll. And I'm sure this is no exception. Let's give it a spin.
This is what I know. This is where my head is. This is how I roll. This is how we go, go, go. I don't know much, but I do know this. Oh, this is all that. A hard time, baby. Baby. That is how we grow. That is where my heart is. This is what I do. That is what I real true. That is where we are. This is where it is now. I can do that. Don't know much, but I do know this. Baby, is this or that? A heart attack, baby. This or that. That's a fact. This or that. A heart attack, baby. It's this or that. That's a fact.
It's like I'm at a pub. There's a jam band on stage, just shredding it up. Really, really cool. Just a great live sound there from Michael and Stephen, as always. So super, super good stuff. Thank you for Sharon. Remember, Sharon is Karen. Sharon is Karen. Yeah, very cool, isn't it? Michael Thompson doing his thing there. Good stuff. Guitar solo, I know. So good, Pete can't even fade it. Absolutely. We do occasionally sneak in the occasional piece of solo every now and then. Stephen Hewitt, play 1 minute from the end. I can do that. Do you only want a minute though? Maybe I'll play 2 minutes from the end. I'll cue that up in a moment. For now, we have this one from Graham J. Bell, who says, my friend Rick Adair said, why don't you write a song about the end of the road? By the time I got around to it, it became End of the Line from my just released EP. Driving All Night, this is the End of the Line. Graham J. Bell, your music live. It's getting late, folks.
Not far to go now, can see it up there. It's our final hurdle, you better take care. Get a bit closer, now see the sign. Now we've reached it, the end of the line. Our journey started a long time ago. We've traveled so far through rain, wind and snow. But now that we're here, everything's fine. 'Cause we finally reached it, the end of the line. So glad that we made it to the end of the line. So glad that we've now done our time. So glad that we made it to the side. That says we made it to the end of the line.
Graham J. Bell, Driving All Night. How cool is that? You could be listening to that all night if you would like to. Yeah, soft as a warm blanket wrapping around you. G'day to Ron Ward's Strange Machine. It's almost like a little birdie told you that we might be playing your song in just a jiffy. We'll get to that soon. Hello to Irregazak. Greetings from Greenland. Just watched your TS versus TRS versus TRRS video. Thanks for the awesome explanation. Sitting here going to order some TRS Y split cables for some stereo setup for my pedal board. Good stuff, my friend. Yeah, that is a video that many folks have said has been useful for them, because it gets so bloody confusing when you're trying to hook up your gear and you don't know. You have to go, is this a regular instrument cable? Is this TRS? Is this TRRS? Is it stereo? Is it mono? Is it balanced? Is it unbalanced? So yeah, if you ever need to know that, search my name, Pete Johns TRS, and it will tell you everything you need to know. Alrighty, let's play this one. This is Stephen Hewitt, and look, Stephen said play the last minute. I'm just going to play the whole thing because Stephen's had a rough time. He's up there in Queensland. He's cut off. The roads are cut off because of the flooding in the area, and I think we deserve to play the whole song. So let's play this one. This track was on my first EP recorded in 1994 with an 8-track ATAT tape. I sang, played trombone, guitar, and keyboards. The percussionist is an Australian legend named Ray Pereira. I've shortened down to 2 minutes 45 seconds. All right, let's spin the whole thing here. Sky Clearing, ironic track for you, mate, right now. Let's give it a spin.
Don't ever make me feel like the way I feel with you.
Stephen Hewitt bringing the vibes here. Very cool stuff. Yeah, we had some folks talking about driving on the quote-unquote wrong side of the road. And I hear you, because when I was in the US last year with the family, like I'd been there before, and you never really get used to it, do you? But I've kind of got the idea. But yeah, it is freaky deaky, especially when you're crossing the road and you're trying to look the right way, and you have to stop and consciously think about the fact that when I cross a road, I look to my right. And then if nothing's coming, I'm good to go to that first section. Whereas I'm looking this way, zoom, zoom, cars are flying at me from the other direction. So I had to tell the kids, I'm like, anytime you get to a road, just look both ways every time, because it's too hard. It's too hard. Yeah, look the other way. Went there in 1978. Yeah, but it was weird. Like the first time you get into a car and like you sit behind the driver on the left hand side of the car, and it's like freak show. It's a bit fun driving the wrong side of the road, but looks okay to Scott Borthwick. See, that's the thing. Correct or the right side is in the eye of the beholder, because here in Australia and in the UK and through Scotland, it's all on the left. Weirdly, it's weirder for Europe, like for folks travelling. I don't know how it works for our friends over in the UK and Europe, but I'm pretty sure you can drive your car through the channel and then it swaps over once you get there. So are you allowed to drive a right-hand drive car on the right-hand side of the road in Europe? I don't know. Maybe Brexit changed it all. When in Rome, exactly. All right. Stephen is nearly at 15,000 videos. Yeah, I saw Stephen keep popping up through the week because he does all these live streams and all these cool things. And I'd just be sitting there and like, oh, it's a Stephen Hewitt stream. Just popped up. It was cool. All righty. Guess what, folks? I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is we got 3 songs to go and it's time for our anti-penultimate tune. Bad news is we've only got 3 songs to go. And I'm going to have to let you go back and get on with your lives in a moment, but not before we play one of our favourite artists around here by the name of Spicy Tempo. Yeah, they say thanks a lot, Pete, for considering this new track done on GarageBand iPad that drops same day, Sunday, March 9th. So fresh music. I called Punta Cana in anticipation of my upcoming trip to the Dominican Republic next week for a bit of sun and cerveza. Lovely. Yeah. Can you get... Oh, sorry, I was about to talk about something I said I wouldn't talk about today. But yeah, let's hope you can still get cerveza in the US at the moment. Nice Corona always goes down a treat. Or Sol. Sol is actually a really great Mexican beer. Spicy Tempo, Punta Cana, Your Music Live. beautiful scenery going on there and wonderful beats and rhythms from our friend Spicy Tempo. I mentioned last week that I needed to get out to the beach, and I did. I actually I caught a train. I had a day where I had a few hours spare, so I jumped on a train, and I went out to a place called Brighton here, Brighton Beach in Adelaide, and I walked from Brighton all the way along the Esplanade to Glenelg, which is like a nice beachside suburb here. And you might have seen on the community post that I was sitting there with a quiet beer at the bar, overlooking the beach, and it was a delight. So thank you to you folks, because as much as working for 3-4 hours over the weekend to get the playlist together, and then getting up early this morning and setting up the stream and making sure everything's in order, it takes a while. But the benefit, the flip side, the other end of it is that because you folks support me here on the channel and on this show, I'm able to do things like that, and to hopefully share them and give you a little bit of warmth that you can absorb. I don't know how that works, but yeah, hopefully it helps give you a little bit of a bit of sunshine if you're sitting under snow or rain or anything else right now. It is our penultimate song, and it's someone that we have not heard from in a while, in a hot minute. It's Ron Ward's Strange Machine, and they say, here's the first music video from my new album, We Want Our Bones. The song is Bad Shots of Whiskey, a story about one man's wayward journey and the burning desire to get things right before the end. Written and played by me on acoustic guitar with the amazing Doug Kidder on steel guitar and electric bass. A country song influenced by the styles of Willie Nelson and the early country music era. All right, let's jump in, give this one a spin. Our penultimate tune here, Ron Ward, Strange Machine.
I'd like to be an adult before I die. Do all the things that adults do, like wash my hair and comb my face and have a cup of tea, and maybe put some paper in the loo. And I've been around the world plenty of time, can't get past the part where I grow up. Maybe it's coming down the line. Till then I'll be drinking local wine, and I knew the name of every stewardess on every flight, and I smoked those 555s with all those drivers in the night, and I did bet shots of whiskey just to prove I was alright. I thought it was the prudent thing to do. Now I'd like to be an adult before I die. Do all the things that adults do, like take my doggy to the spa to cut his curly hair before it gets all snarled and smells like poo. And I've been on so many missions far away, where the things I saw and did started to change me, and we never did let life get in the way, and I didn't let my differences estrange me, and I broke bread with ambassadors and people in the streets, eating big old steaks off golden plates and roasted chicken's feet. And though I sometimes played the fool, I also saved the day. I guess you would have wanted it that way.
It's so hard to fade out a song when it's a storytelling kind of song. But you know what? It just encourages you to go over and hear the rest of the song, doesn't it? Yeah, it's down there in the description. Jump on over to Ron Ward's Strange Machine Studio. Give it a spin. And yeah, Doug Kidder teaming up there, doing some great stuff as well. Thank you for sharing. Remember, sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. All that kind of jazz. And by the way, thank you to the kindness. We had both Frank Turzo and Uf Chibaba gifting memberships out the wazoo. Let's have a quick squiz and see who managed to score themselves a free membership. Courtesy of Frank, my mate Clint. Welcome to the membership, Clint. We've got Ozikito, got one. B.A. Sura, Perpetual Platypusy, hello to you. And Mode Uzair Yara, got that one. We then had Uf Sibaba, who jumped on in and did some membership stuff. And who got their memberships for free from Ufsi? See what I did there? That would have been Brian Heck, Nicholas Marino, It's One Apple, Layers to This, and Adam Bomb. And you know what? I'm joining the party here. I'm gonna gift you. I'm gonna throw 5 memberships out there for the folks that hung around here till the end. I think you deserve to be given some gifted memberships as well. So who got those? They went to Killer Quinn Caldwell, to Randall Smith, to King James, to Sweetway Productions, and to Concept 22. There you go. You've all got yourselves some free memberships, just $2 a month. For those who would like to join the membership and be part of the crew, you really do help me out by making sure that we can keep the lights on around here. Because remember, I'm going to do the joke. I haven't done it for months. Remember, without the help of folks like you, we can't keep the lights on. And nobody wants to look at this, but thanks to the kind... I can't get the light back on now. Thanks to the kind support of everyone here, we can keep the lights on around here. So thank you, everybody, for that. Hey, guess what? We are at the end of the show. But I wanted to say my usual goodbyes and thank yous and everything, and let you know about a few things that are coming up around here as well. So thank you first and foremost to all of the wonderful artists who shared their music. It's your music live, not my music live. It would be a very, very boring show if it was just me and if we didn't have your music to play. So thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who's been here watching and listening live. You are the lifeblood of this community, and I appreciate you greatly. If you're on the replay, I do love you just as much, because I know this isn't a convenient time for everyone around the world. You can't all be a little bit crazy and being over in Turkey and still dialing in the middle of the night to watch the show. I love you. I love you, FC. But yeah, I realise that some people will need to get their beauty rest and get up in the morning and watch the show on the replay. So hello to all the replay crew, and huge, massive thank you to these folks. DistroKid, they keep the lights on around here by supporting us and being our major sponsor here on Your Music Live. For more than 3 years, they have been sponsoring this show. And if you aren't already enlightened by the awesomeness that is DistroKid and releasing your music, jump onto it right now. 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And if that renewal's coming up, I pay it with joy and pride, because how many of your subscriptions are costing you like $20 or $40 a year? I mentioned it before. My Apple subscription is up to like $75 with everything I get from it. My Netflix is $25. My Disney Plus, for goodness sake, is $20 a month now. And this is a yearly subscription. Alrighty, we are going to finish up. A quick reminder, though, that tomorrow we have GarageBand Weekly. You'll be dumped over there after this show, and then straight after GarageBand Weekly, you'll be able to catch myself and Thomas Christ on Frank Turzo's Community Pulse show. Yeah, Thomas is the featured artist. I'll be in there doing co-hosting duties, which I'll be super duper happy to be able to do. So I hope you can join me tomorrow for all that. All right, let us give this next one a spin. This is our featured artist. We play one of their tracks at the halfway mark, and we're going to close out with this track. It's called Walking in the Shade from Cree Jaws. They say it's a carefree track, letting go of worries and letting your mind erase. It's about drifting through the world, lost in the moment, with nothing to hold you back. Sounds delightful, doesn't it? Where's my overthinkers at? Yeah, doesn't that sound delightful? Like a great thing to do? All right, let's give this one a spin. Thanks everyone for being here. Remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others. Keep creating. I'll see you next time here on Your Music Live. Bye for now.